own kitchen space. We passed inspection. This massive mixer is that it is double the size of what we were using in the other kitchen.
Hey, I'm Natalia, and I own Curious Cat Bakery, an all-vegan bakery based out of Florida where I make the best croissants you've ever had that just happen to be vegan. Now forget everything you think you know about owning a bakery because it's nothing like a rom-com. Sure, there are the awesome moments like seeing your stuff in grocery shelves and selling out at markets, but there's also a whole lot of work behind it. And I'm about to show you the real deal of what goes on behind the scenes at a bakery. And the reality is not always so sweet, but that's what oat milk lattes are for, which go well with some fresh pastries, and luckily in my line of work, there's always plenty of those around. Good morning, everyone. Today is my day off, and guess where I'm going? The kitchen. I had big plans to just do nothing, just read, be by the pool, do absolutely nothing but recover. But there was a little voice in my brain. It was a business owner, and it was like, double check that tracking number for that delivery that's coming today. Just make sure that it's really arriving tomorrow. Do the chat and ask. And I did. And they were like, oh, actually, it's 30 minutes away. It's about to get delivered right now. What? So I quickly got dressed and we are on our way to the kitchen. By we, I mean you and I. Because the sheeter's arriving today. And if you don't know what a sheeter is, well, over the years you've seen me do this. Just stretching the croissant dough by hand using a rolling pin. Making croissants is basically just stretching and folding the dough over and over and over. So when you get it baked and you open it in half, this is the beauty that you see. That's because of all that stretching and folding. Light, buttery, delicious. All of that rolling, all of those croissants are being made with these two hands. And let me tell you, these hands are literally blistered. My back hurts like all the time. There's not enough Pilates in the world, let me tell you. And so the sheeter will allow me to do that without so much physical effort, and it will finally allow me to produce more. So I'm so excited about all of this. It has been a journey to finally get this sheeter. The main reason for it being a journey, because if you remember from our episode about getting the equipment for this kitchen, is that the sheeters cost a small fortune, tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, you can get cheaper ones. The reviews on that were mixed. Some of them said they were cheaper, but then if you needed a replacement part, you couldn't get a human on the phone to get it done. While others were cheaper because they were just physically smaller and kind of a halfway point. So that's how we started. We got a new toy. I cannot wait to put this to work over the weekend. I bought this sheeter at the end of last year, and I knew that it wasn't the big guy that was really going to propel my business, but the idea it was that it was going to make it easier on my body. So it's kind of a halfway point. You need to crank it manually, but it still has the rollers, and it's portable, so you can put it on any type of tabletop surface, which was important since we didn't have our own kitchen and we're sharing a space back then.
I'm gonna try it for the first time. Okay, we're pressing down. I'm gonna go down a bit, and now we just go back. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's doing its job.
And that's the thing with this sheeter. It did its job. It did what it could. It was easier to have that crank. I wouldn't say this saved me any time. It did save me some of my back. And it also allowed for the croissants to be a lot more consistently uniform because there was a machine aspect to it in how they were being rolled. The taste was unaffected. I wanted to make sure that it tasted exactly the same as if I'm doing them by hand. This still wasn't the solution that I needed because it didn't allow me to produce more. It was just making it a little bit easier on my back, but I needed to produce more croissants. I can never make enough these days. So I needed to bring out the big guy, and that was gonna take research and investment. Surprisingly, there was not that much on YouTube about this, so I ended up on a Reddit thread. Not usually where I spend my time, but turns out there was a lot of good information there from actual pastry chefs, and they all were unanimous in saying that Rondo was the one to go with.
It's arriving today. I'm nervous and excited, and yeah, let's go meet the sheeter that's gonna change our lives. I need to kind of like make sure the space where it's gonna go is empty so the guys can just put it there. We did not want a repeat of the whole proofer situation.
Walk it over, lay it down.
So you want
I'll
me
be holding it over here
I was
the whole
thinking you
time.
wanted.
This is a 300-pound machine. Like, I can't just pick it up. So I need to put it where it's gonna go. My original plan was to put it here in front of the window.
I was imagining something like this, or this bakery I saw in France, where people could just walk by and see me working, making croissants on the inside. Very romantic. However, practically speaking,
The sun beats down directly this way, and if there's one thing croissant dough does not like is heat. So that plan cannot be. So I'm thinking we're just gonna push these two freezers down the road, and the sheeter's gonna go right there. This is good.
it's not, but we're gonna have bigger
It is 2 hours
problems.
later. My day off has turned into a full work day. Just been, it's like, well, I'm at the office, might as well put myself to use. But I just called and the guy said he's on his way and he's gonna be there any moment. You sure about that, sir? Because you said that before. I freaking knew this was gonna happen. When I ordered the sheeter, it is a massive thing. And I was like, it's gonna go through my door, right? And I gave them the dimensions and they were like, yep, no problem. The delivery driver doesn't think it can go through the door. So that's fun. I don't know how we're gonna get this thing inside. It is big. It is a massive, massive box. Oh, there's another part to it? Like 12 inches too wide. I'm not sure how we're gonna get this in, but we're going to sort this out. There's no other option. Didn't work so hard to get this thing to not let it come in through the door. If there's a will, there is a way. So my hope is that most of this stuff is just cardboard and like packaging, because this was made in Switzerland and shipped from New Jersey. So I'm hoping there's a lot of padding involved, and once we take that out, it will just fit through the door.
To drag this one in.
Can I
Yeah,
help
can't get
in
them
any
that
way?
in. Done?
It's a monster. It's so strong.
And the plastic surrounding this thing was like ultra super powerful. It took another 20 minutes just to get this kind of shrink wrap from around it to try to get it to a point where we knew the size that we were working with.
Do you happen to have like a hammer or something?
I have a hammer.
Shout out to the delivery guy that went above and beyond trying to get this thing to get all the pieces to come apart that could, while we figured out how to get this thing through the door, while I was so nervous that this thing was just gonna roll down the sidewalk and break into a million pieces.
Is there anything that might break? That, you know, when it drops here?
Yeah, the whole thing. And I have nobody
like
to fix it.
This went on for over an hour. We were just trying to figure out any possible way that this thing could go in through the door until finally we just had to go, you know what? We can't push this. And by we, I hate to admit it, but he meant me and him. We needed more men. I'm an independent woman, but gosh damn it, there are some things that I just can't do. So I had to go next door to the barber shop and literally just go, I need 2 men to come help me out. And these guys were awesome, and then just abandoned the haircuts they were doing to help me out. And I'm so incredibly grateful for them.
The monster is inside. This is the sheeter in all its glory and all of its parts. However, I cannot move this thing. Actually, I can. I'm so confused. Okay, first of all, we got him to the sort of spot where he belongs. But I was told that this was not a plug-in situation, and yet here we are, a plug. So, why is everything so complicated? I want every piece of machinery that I buy to have like the, so you've never dealt with this stuff before, here it is. Like, don't start the instructions assuming that I know everything, because I don't. The bakery owner trying my very best. So right now, all I want to do is go home and finish my day off and relax. But there's absolutely no way this sheeter would have gotten inside of this building if it wasn't for the help of the delivery guy and of the barber shop guy. So I am putting together a croissant box to say thank you. It's the very least I can do. I tipped the delivery man, and with them, I'm doing a little thank you box. I mean, it smells fantastic. I hope they like croissants.
So days later, it was time to finally put this thing together because there were still parts that were not attached. And the manual, how do I phrase this? You know how an IKEA manual is pretty useless? This manual made an IKEA manual seem like a detailed encyclopedia.
I'm trying to get this into the stick thing. Just keep holding the weight. You're doing it.
This went on for hours. And if you're thinking, why didn't you just go to YouTube and look for a video or a TikTok? Well, guess what? There are none. There are absolutely no instructional videos on how to put this thing together. It's absolutely bananas. And when I contacted Rondo and I was like, hey guys, do you have a video or some kind of better instruction manual? They went, oh no, we don't. But we can do it for you for $800. I'm sorry, I just paid multiple thousands of dollars for this that I like scrimped every single penny and saved every single penny so I could pay for this. I'm not paying an extra penny for any of this. I'm gonna figure it out.
Screw, yeah, whole screw, and then something that.
I think it's this stuff.
So we brought in my friend Zach. You may recognize him for putting the proofer together. We made some progress, but we still couldn't figure out how to lift this table at first. Honestly, the manual was just, it might as well be written in German. And I speak German, honestly. Why?
Inside of the bar, but it looks like it's coming up towards the top somewhere, no?
Well, that's like
I'm
to
looking
get
at this picture.
Oh, okay.
It looks great.
Okay.
Which screws though? Tighten the screw 6.
Definitely not.
So loose, right? It can't be.
That's definitely not it.
Are we confident that as we push in here, this is not gonna fall?
I mean, I think it's stand there, but it's pretty good on
Okay.
there.
Now, if you landed on this video because you too cannot put your Rondo sheeter together, let me do you a solid and show you how it works. This is a multiple person job. One person needs to hold the sheeter in place, that's me. The other person needs to hold this side part and its weight, that's Dan. The third person is the one aiming the side. So you aim one side, you put it in the hole, then you push against it, and the other side falls into the divot where it belongs.
I was imagining this entire thing was going to be like.
Ooh, good job.
Believe it or not, it was not done yet though, so we brought in reinforcements a few days later to finish the job. And it didn't cost me $1, it cost me some cinnamon twists, which I'm happy to share with my friends. Also, Manny over here was thinking he didn't get enough screen time when he helped with a move, so
The
here's his
boys
chance.
don't know what they're doing. In this episode of Curious Cat Bakery.
Put us on the front cover. We're the main character. I gotta bring my my storyline.
Your storyline. What is your storyline?
I hate to tell you, but they've been having an affair.
Big goose. Nice.
I'm making the video.
Guys, you are so bad at being in a reality show. You guys need to be like, stop
No cameras, no cameras.
Yeah.
whole thing comes out, but
Yes. Do it in one shebang.
Now to the final step of plugging it in. You might remember that my place is phase 1 electricity. I honestly have
have no idea what to do.
There's a 3-phase panel. Most of this is single-phase wiring going on.
How could we forget? Well, the sheeter is phase 3, so Mark once again had to do his magic, and it came with a converter that I had to pay extra for so that it would work with the phase 1 electricity. I'm so over this phase stuff, honestly, but you know, now we're all equipped and fine.
Alright, well, let's do it. So, now,
Flip the switch here.
I think so, yep.
Should I do the others?
Yeah.
Wait. Turns out this was a safety feature. The thing doesn't turn on unless these 2 sides are down, so you can't accidentally chop your hands off.
Okay,
And with it all set up, all that's left is figure out how to use it. That's next time.
Yeah. All right, turning it off.